Hey folks, welcome back to another Dice Tower preview. I'm Mark, and today we're venturing deep into danger, mystery, and myth with Tomb Raider: The Crypt of Chronos. Brought to you by Iconic Studios, this is a cinematic solo adventure for one or more players, ages 14 up, with sessions ranging anywhere from a quick 20 minutes to an epic 3-hour campaign. So grab your gear, steady your nerves, and join me as we dive into a thematic journey across lost temples, lurking enemies, and the race to control time itself. When Lara Croft arrives on the island of Kairos, she's chasing more than a legend. She's chasing time itself. Hidden deep within its jungles, icy cliffs, and ancient tombs lies the Chronos artifact, a relic said to bend the flow of time. But she's not the only one hunting it. Natalia Tech is already here, militarized, ruthless, and ready to rewrite history if they get there first. And you'll face this threat one chapter at a time. Guided by the adventure book, each mission builds out a unique map using modular terrain tiles, jungle, desert, mountain, or tomb, each with their own hazards and elevation. And enemy patrols. The book shows you exactly where to place doors, switches, and objectives, though traps are handed separately through the event system. Every new chapter feels like discovering a page from Lara's personal journal. On your turn, you take control of Lara's fate. You begin each round with 6 teal dice. Your Lara dice, these represent the time you have for that turn. Every action, moving, attacking, hiding, searching, costs 1 or more of those dice. And crafting, however, does not cost dice to perform. Keep that in mind. The more you roll, the better your odds, but the fewer options you'll have left for the rest of your turn. Say you want to move, each dice automatically grants 1 movement point, and each success you roll adds 1 more. Climbing to or from high ground costs 2 points, but gives you line of sight advantages. Lara can shoot downward, but enemies can't shoot up. It is good to have the high ground. Failing a movement roll doesn't stop you, however. You still get to move, but it generates noise, placing a noise token on your space. That's where stealth and sight come in. While hidden, you can sneak past your enemies or deliver powerful stealth attacks. But if an enemy spots you or reaches your noise token, your sight token flips to seen, and suddenly every enemy on the map begins to hunt you directly. Combat is tense and deliberate. Melee attacks are risky. You need to deal all the damage to your enemy's health in 1 strike, or the attack fails, ending your turn and flipping your sight token. Weapons offer more power, obviously, but come with consequences. They require Lara dice to use, and many of them make lots of noise. For example, dual pistols must be fired in pairs. You can't use them with a single die. Ammo adds bonus damage after you roll, but if you run out, you'll need to craft more using scrap and oil. Each weapon also has its own range and firing arcs. Some hit multiple targets, others strike only at a distance. The spectral rifle, for instance, can't hit anything in close range, but it is devastating from afar. During the Lara phase, you can also search, which you want to do frequently because you'll be pulling random resources like oil, cloth, scrap, or treasure from the resource bag. Those resources are spent at your crafting bench to build new weapons, outfits, and abilities. You can also restore health, generate special dice, or reload your ammo. Very important. Crafting doesn't cost dice, and special dice, while powerful, are discarded after use. They can be crafted at any time during your turn, or even saved for future rounds. When your turn ends, the enemy get to move. Their behavior depends on your visibility and whether there's a noise token in play. If you've been seen, they'll take the shortest path towards you and attack. If you're hidden but made noise, they head for the noise. If you're completely silent and unseen, they follow a fixed patrol until you give them a reason not to. Then comes the event phase. If at least 1 enemy is on the board, you draw 1 event card. If the board is clear, you draw 2, an added risk for those stealthy players. Events might help hurt or escalate the situation, but once the event deck runs out, the Natla invasion escalates. A Natla pin is added to your board if the invasion level matches or exceeds the chapter's threshold. Then the mission becomes invaded, ramping up enemy aggression, environmental hazards, and narrative pressure. From that point on, you use the darker, more brutal side of the event cards. So, as the campaign progresses, you'll carry your inventory, your weapons, abilities, outfits, and resources from one chapter to the next, which is awesome. Some missions feature puzzles and mechanics, which I love, like pressure switches, golden doors that only open when specific conditions are met, or massive stone boulders that must be pushed across tiles to unlock progress, just like in the video game. Each chapter feels fresh and cinematic, pushing you deeper into the heart of the island. And then the bosses arrive. I mean, what did you expect? Of course there's going to be bosses in this game. Unlike standard enemies, bosses have health tracks you can chip away at over multiple turns. They hit harder, way harder, move fast in the enemy phase, and often come with special rules. You'll need to use everything you built: gear, strategy, stealth, and guts to survive. So, if you make it to the final mission and claim the Chronos artifact, time itself will break wide open. The moment you take hold of it, standard enemies freeze. You no longer draw event cards. All sacrifice results on your dice now count as automatic successes. It's a breath before the storm because the final boss doesn't freeze, and now your only objective is to survive. Deal the final blow and roll 6 successes in a single roll to activate the artifact fully. This is Lara's last stand. One final challenge, and the only thing standing between Natlatech and rewriting the past is you. Alright folks, just a reminder once again, this has been a Dice Tower paid preview, and everything you've seen has been in prototype form, so keep a close eye on the campaign for any changes that still may occur. Now, with that said, I've been a long-time fan of the video game, and I've played all of them. Well, pretty much all of them. And they've really done a good job capturing the same feel, the same vibe from the video game to your tabletop. I mean, you're flipping switches, you're pushing boulders, putting yourself at the high ground, which I obviously love. I have the high ground and taking out enemies from there. But again, becomes very puzzly as you move through, or you can play very stealthily too, instead of just engaging straight up with enemies. But I prefer to go in with guns blazing. Definitely my tact for this game. Of course, I paid the price at times for that, but in general, all the different things are here that you would expect from a Lara Croft type game. Now, crafting things and adding them to your character board and carrying them over from mission to mission is really nice, and they've done a good job with that for sure. You've got this zoomed out map, and you can follow along where Lara is as she's moving around between the different areas, and you'll go through that adventure book, and you'll have different areas like jungle, desert, and tombs, and the mountains that you have to traverse and go through and do the various missions that correspond with those. So there's a lot of neat things going on here. You definitely get that adventure vibe from this game. But folks, ultimately, if this looks like something of interest to you, I'm sure they'd appreciate your support. So I think that's it for me. And until next time, we'll see you at the table.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you like this review or whatever you just watched, wasn't it amazing? Check out our channel, Dice Tower. We have all kinds of things. We review games, we do top 10s, we play games live. It's all about board games, but especially the people who play them. Check out Dice Tower YouTube channel.